don't hurt anybody out there, was flying through the air. This is a motivated Bulldog. LeBron James answers right back. He didn't like it too much on the other end, and he responds. Wow, come on. That guy's going to be 40 years old in a month.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped a mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'da thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches, may not mean nothing to y'all, understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. Shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine.
Ever Mr. West is in the building. Ain't no question who about to kill. I used to have hood dreams, big fame, big change. I stuck my dick inside this life until that bitch came and went hard all fall like the ball teams, just so I could make it rain all spring. Y'all seen my story, my glory. I had raped the game young. You could call it statutory when a nigga blow up. They gon' build statues for me. Old money, Benjamin Button, what nothing. Super bad chicks getting me McLovin'. You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband. You would think these niggas know me when they really doesn't. Like they was down with the old me. No, you fucking wasn't. You such a fucking loser. He ain't even go to class. Bueller. Trade the Grammy plaques just to have my granny back. Remember she had that bad hip like a fanny pack. Chasing the star, I'ma turn you to a maniac. All the way in Hollywood and I can't even act. They pull their cameras out and goddamn he snap. I used to want this thing forever, y'all can have it back.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. Okay.
Yo. You already know what time it is. It's Who Knows Best.
Yeah, how you doing? Hold up. Why they started me? Why you stop the song right at Weezy's part though? You played the whole you played the whole Forever song and didn't let Weezy's part play. Like, come on. That's
a hard thing to do for me.
Oh my God, you shouldn't have. That's the only thing we agree on. That's the only thing we agree on.
I was bouncing back. We washed my shoes. I came back something decent.
I get it. I get it. But nothing's forever, man. Ever, man. You supposed to let the waivers rock. Yeah, you slacking. You right. You Jeffrey for the rest of the whole episode. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. You Jeffrey for the rest of the whole episode.
Respectfully. Let's start off the show off right, yo. It's Who Knows Best featuring AG and GJ.
He's Jeffrey today, y'all. He's Jeffrey today.
Wild. It's Who Knows Best. Welcome to Who Knows Best. GJ, AG, coming to you live today on a Saturday. We're going to talk a lot of NBA. We're going to talk about Daniel Jones got released. What's up? Daniel Jones got released. We got some Thursday night football highlights and a little bit of recap. What's going on around the NBA. LaMelo got benched, and then he bounces back and balls out. We got Nikola Jokic getting a triple-double last night in the loss against the Mavs. The Mavs didn't have Doncic yesterday. Still got the win. Jared McCain proclaims Rookie of the Year last night. He's got some balls, boy. Then we got more NBA news, more NBA news, NFL news for you today. How y'all doing? How you doing today, AG?
I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm good. I got my Hennessy today.
Ooh, it's lit.
So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for all the shenanigans. But yeah, man, I'm ready for a good episode. I was a little tired our last episode. I'm awake this episode, and see, I got the Philly shirt on because we about to catch another dub this week. So yeah.
Sunday night game this week.
What you said?
The Sunday night game this week.
Who?
Philly.
No, we don't. They flexed us?
I'm pretty sure it's the Sunday night game. I'll check real quick.
They flexed us? Nah, we got the 4:00 game. They flexed us?
I think they flexed it. Yep. Philadelphia at the Rams Sunday night on NBC and Peacock. They flexed it.
Flexed us. Let's get it. Pop, boys. Woo! Pop, Philly.
No, OG, something's wrong with your sound. You keep like static. It's a lot of static coming from your sound. It's
what?
Like every time you talk, yeah.
Hold on.
We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna work through it though. Figure that out. We're gonna start off. We're gonna start off the episode talking about Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, New York Giants quarterback. New York Giants quarterback got released this week. He was having, they benched him and then they released him. After the benching, he had an interview to where he talked to the press and he pretty much was telling them, like, I'm done. What do you think, AJ?
Oh, I thought you was about to say he was having a decent year. So now here's my thing. I just want to say this, and I want to say this first off. I just want to put out that Daniel Jones didn't have a lot to work with. I do want to say that. I do want to say he doesn't have an offensive line. I do want to say I saw a statistic that his wide receivers I think ranked as like number 2 or 3 of like most drop passes.
Having a decent year.
What he says?
I said even with Neighbors on the team having a decent year.
Yeah, but I'm saying besides Neighbors, like I said, they have like the most drop passes. People just weren't catching the ball. Now I'm not saying that Daniel Jones was delivering the ball perfectly because I seen a lot of terrible throws. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he didn't have an offensive line, right?
Yeah.
I think Daniel Jones can bounce back.
I think if he finds the right, here's my thing about Daniel Jones. He was put into a position to where he wasn't set up to win. Mind you, this
at all.
A young kid coming out of the draft for the New York Giants. It's post Eli Manning now, and now we are rebuilding immediately. That said, they didn't do anything to help. They didn't.
How
do you give away Saquon Barkley? He came to the Eagles. That's cool, but how do you do that to a young quarterback who you're making your franchise quarterback by giving him the money, but you take away a key piece? Yeah, you add Neighbors. He's been decent all year. He might be Rookie of the Year. Who the fuck knows? Without Jones now. Not to say DeVito right now. I think DeVito would give the Giants a better chance to win than Daniel Jones.
Here's my thing, right? No, I don't think so. But hold on 1 second, because apparently my sound is terrible. Hold on.
Yeah, let's fix that. Buddy.
Is it still terrible?
Yeah, it's a little messed up, but we'll figure it out, bud.
Oh.
It's okay.
All right, fuck it. Hold on. I'll go without the headphones then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with my headphones right now.
I didn't do anything else to do, but anyway, that's
I,
fine.
did, I, did,
Yeah.
I didn't say you did anything. I said I don't know what's happening with
No,
my
me.
headphones right now.
I was making a comment on myself.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't
But
do what I'm supposed to do. Go ahead.
but here's my thing, right? We've seen players like Baker Mayfield bounce back. We've seen players like Sam Darnold this year bounce back.
Right?
I think Daniel Jones could bounce back.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Jones is a better QB than Sam Darnold. So if
I don't. I mean, you have to show me
I think
first.
so.
You have to show me first.
I think so. I think so.
You have to show me
Yo,
first. Unfortunately.
You're looking at Sam Darnold this year. Look at what he did every other year besides this year. Every other year besides this year, he was not a better QB than Daniel Jones. He was not a better QB than Daniel Jones.
I mean, he has to show me.
Daniel Jones is a mobile QB who can use his legs, he can get out of the pocket, he can scramble for that 5 yards. Daniel Jones is not a terrible QB. I think he was in a terrible situation. I think Daniel Jones can bounce back. I like this more for Daniel Jones. He didn't. The New York don't deserve anybody. That's why Saquon is in Philly. New York is gonna be a losing franchise for a few more years because I doubt they're gonna draft a QB this year.
Sorry,
New York doesn't draft black QBs, so I predict that
they're saying that Sanders is gonna go there.
Nah. They went the GM went there to look at Hunter. I think that the New York is going to do one more gap year. They'll probably maybe trade for a player, sign a player, maybe something like Justin Fields or something like that, just for 1 year. And then I predict that the following year they'll go ahead and go get Manning, and it'll be the Manning era again in New York. But I think that's what they're gonna do. Instead of here first. Yeah, I think Manning will be a Giant. Some way somehow. I think they're gonna force him over there in New York.
It would be cool.
I think this year they'll go. I think this year they'll go Hunter. I think they should go offensive line. To get ready for when Manning comes. I would go offensive line, groom that offensive lineman to make sure he's ready for when that quarterback gets there. That's what I would do. But I think Daniel Jones can bounce back.
I mean, like I said, I think I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you, but I will say he does have to show me first. He hasn't shown me anything yet. He won football. He won Player of the Week one time last year. He had an impressive game, but other than that,
my thing though, I understand the benching, but I don't understand the release.
I don't understand it either, unless he asked for it.
The release doesn't make any sense.
They just paid him. Yeah,
they have to pay him regardless. He's paid regardless. He had a lot of guaranteed money in that contract. He's paid regardless. There's a lot of dead salary cap for next season as well. I don't understand the release of Daniel Jones.
Disappointing franchise.
Especially since you have DeVito now as your QB and backing him up as Drew Lock. I would have rather Daniel Jones backing him up. And
sucks.
Drew Lock sucks. He's terrible. He's terrible. He should be on the practice squad. He's terrible.
Absolutely. But he probably was before this week.
So I don't understand why he would get released completely. I don't know who's gonna pick him. I don't know if anybody. I mean, I don't. Is there a team that would pick him up right now? Maybe.
No. Who's gonna pick him up as a backup quarter, as a quality backup? Who would pick him up?
I mean, there's a lot. They said
the Dallas Cowboys. I read something yesterday. The Dallas Cowboys are interested.
a lot of teams can have a quality backup. Daniel Jones would be a quality backup QB. Daniel Jones would be better than half the backup QBs in the
You think
NFL.
Daniel Jones will be better than Cooper Rush in Dallas? Interesting to
I
think
think
about.
so. With the offensive line, I think so. Yeah,
Interesting to think about.
yeah. I
All
would
right, let's
take
move
Daniel
on.
Jones over Cooper Rush.
Absolutely. I agree. You know, I agree. I agree. That's why I asked that question, because I definitely agree. Let's move on to the Thursday night football recap. It started off and looked like it was gonna be a good game. It ended up being a good game, but in different conditions than we thought. Here's Jameis Winston pregame.
You don't become a Brown until you beat the Steelers. What will it take tonight?
The horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from the Lord. So I'm dependent on the Lord.
Is that the message to the team?
Day by day, one play at a time. That's the message.
Weather conditions tonight. We're expecting winds up to 15 miles per hour in a wintry mix. How will that impact your ability to throw the ball?
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow, to be in true football weather in Cleveland, Ohio at Huntington Bank Field today to give him the glory. It's a beautiful day.
Sure feels like you're playing in the AFC North.
It is. It's magical.
I mean, how could you hate this guy? The guy's a fucking national treasure. Protect that man at all costs. Here we go. Early in the game, Russell Wilson handing it off to Warren. Warren got off to a quick start on Thursday night. There it goes. First down, quick and early. I mean, let's look at how this game started. This game started clear air. They said it might rain. It said it might snow. Who knows? Let's go. Russell Wilson back in the pocket to Freiermuth. Easy first down. Freiermuth is ending up being a quality tight end in this league, Aaron. What do you think about Freiermuth this year?
Not yet. He's been garbage this year. He had a better year last year.
He got me 9 points. Easy pickup. I'm gonna kill Elias this week.
This week.
Miles Garrett picked up 3 sacks on Thursday night. Miles Garrett, defensive player of the year already, AG?
I don't know
this was
about
supposed to be a TJ Watt versus Miles Garrett game, and Miles Garrett won the matchup.
He did.
Here we go. Long throw and catch to Austin the third. Calvin Austin the third. He looked good. He did. He had some decent stats in this game as well. 3 receptions for 78 yards. There we go. Field goal to start. Field goal in the second quarter. Jameis Winston drops.
Boswell, hands down, was the best fantasy kicker this year. Hands down.
There goes Judy. Judy having a good year, putting together a good year out there in Cleveland. What do you think about Judy out there this year?
He is. Judy's balling this year. He's getting the looks now. He wasn't balling. Well, he started balling now with Jameis Winston. I mean, Deshaun Watson really couldn't do nothing. I was so mad. I was walking my dog.
Nick Chubb, second game back, trying to get it going.
This is third game.
Third game back, trying to get it going. Didn't really get a lot going. Here goes Jameis Winston to Njoku, who that was his first catch of the game, and he extended fully to try to get that touchdown.
I mean, Chubb ended with like 18 to 20 points, depending on PPR or regular or standard. I was mad.
He got 2 touchdowns, but he only got
2 TDs.
Yards rushing.
It don't matter. He had 2 TDs in fantasy. 2 TDs.
Running game going. That was 2 easy touchdowns. They were both at the 1 yard line. Both of them.
Russ did have a turnover. Yeah, but all right. But I'm talking about fantasy. I had him on my bench by an accident.
That turnover is also Myles Garrett forcing that turnover on Russell.
Yeah, he did.
He won that matchup. Here we go. Late in the second quarter. But here we go. Third quarter now. Can you even see this shit?
Barely.
I was like, yo, this is beautiful, but not really. There goes Freiermuth again for the first down. I don't know how these people see it. Boswell again. Down the pipe.
Yo, Boswell gives me like 10 points almost every week.
Yeah, he is a damn good kicker. Here we go. Warren for the touchdown. Not a lot of Najee Harris in this game. More Warren than Najee.
Not at all. Yeah, more Warren.
Warren getting the touchdown here. Here we go. Jalen Winston. I can't see shit. Fumble. It's loose. Anybody watching this game can agree with me when I say it was hard to watch. It was just hard. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Here we go. So it's late in the fourth. Pittsburgh's got the ball. They got the win. The game's over, right? 6 minutes to go. Touchdown. Who is it? Austin the third. Look at Russ. Loving Russ this year with Pittsburgh. The bounce back year for Russell Wilson. I love it. Comeback player of the year?
Yeah.
Catch. What a catch out there in the snow. Once again, how are you seeing this? How are you catching this? How are you able to jump? Beautiful football out there in Cleveland. Look at Russ. Loving it. Here we go. Going for two. The 2-point try. It is no good. No good. I thought it should have been a penalty. He was a little bit too much.
I thought so too.
Whatever. Here we go. Cleveland Browns got the ball. Jameis Winston trying to get out of there. Throws the ball on the run. Look who it is. It's Judy. Not surprised there. Judy having a great year out there in Cleveland so far with not a lot of help. Here we go. Jameis Winston again, but it's intercepted once again. 19-18. The ball game's over. There's only 4 minutes left in the game. It's 19-18, but they shanked the punt and Winston gets the ball back after a 3-and-out. That was a questionable call there. I thought it should have been intentional grounding. They say it isn't intentional grounding because they hit him, which once again, I didn't agree with. But now it's 4th and 4. Who are you looking for? Judy. Oh, reliable for the first down.
Judy.
So now I'm thinking, let's at least try to force him to kick the ball because it's snowing. It's going to be a hard kick for the kicker. Nope. Judy getting inside the 20. Now we fast forward a couple of plays later. It's 2nd and goal. Jameis hands it off. Look who it is. It's Chubb. Like I said, 2 touchdowns, but both by the 1-yard line. Like I said, still in rehab mode, still recovering from that injury, regardless of what anybody else wants to say or think. Cleveland ends up winning the game 24-19. And it was an impressive game. What are your takes from that game?
You can never determine a divisional game, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was about to throw $100 on the ticket that had the Steelers also on that ticket winning. I'm glad I didn't throw it. Kind of was a Vegas trap. Yeah, man. I mean, Cleveland, you can clearly see that the problem was Deshaun Watson. It wasn't that they don't have what they need over there. It's just Deshaun Watson. He's done. And
I just love Jameis Winston. Let's listen to him post game once again.
I've played the Steelers before. You've seen stuff on NFL film. So did you find yourself like in the middle of a NFL films game against them?
Man, it really was amazing. Like I was just praying on the sideline because that fourth quarter, it really was like it was a whole paradigm shift. Like we were playing so well offensively, and then bang, bang, back-to-back drives with turnovers. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is really an NFL's film moment. The snow starts pouring down. It starts getting like I felt like my feet started getting heavy because I'm squishing through the snow. And man, it was so good, and it was so great to end up getting that win.
I don't know. I love this guy. What is your take on Jameis Winston? He had a good game. Man. He went 18 for 27, 219 yards. He did have a touchdown, but he also got a rushing touchdown. I didn't get that highlight in there, but he went for it. What do you think about Jameis Winston out there in Cleveland?
He had a decent game, under 250 yards, but because of the conditions. But he did have 2 TDs. He had an interception. He did have a fumble.
But Russell Wilson didn't do any better. I mean, he didn't have an interception.
I'm not. But we're not talking about Russell Wilson right now. You asked me about Jameis Winston. I wasn't comparing him to Russell Wilson. I was just going down what Jameis Winston did. But yeah, I mean, Jameis is balling. Jameis can do this for 3-4 games, and then he goes back to Jameis Winston. That's been Jameis's career. He can be good for anywhere between 2 to 4 games. And then he's a burger again, throwing 4 interceptions a game. I had him throwing an interception this game. I was gonna put it on a ticket, but for some reason I couldn't parlay it with the rest of my picks, so it just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. I mean, I knew Winston was gonna throw an interception this game. That's not my fault. I knew he was gonna throw an interception. But my takeaway out of this whole thing is that the Eagles is gonna beat the Steelers when we see them too. So
That's tough.
If
That's gonna be a game.
If they lose it to Jameis Winston,
but
oh
how do they
boy.
back after this loss? Because not gonna lie to you, this is a tough loss for the Steelers to take.
Like I said, I don't think so. And the only reason why I say I don't think so is because it's hard to sweep a divisional rival. It doesn't matter how bad the divisional rival team is. It's hard to sweep a divisional rival, like really hard. And literally that was one of my deciding factors when I was like, oh, hold on, wait, did the Steelers play the Browns yet this year? And I was like, oh no, this is their first meeting. They play each other again, I think in like 2 or 3 weeks. I got $100 that the Steelers is gonna win that game. Like it's just so hard to sweep a divisional team. I wouldn't say that the Browns caught the Steelers sleeping or anything because I don't think the Steelers. I don't think the Steelers like took them for granted or anything. They were playing, they were balling. The weather definitely impacted a lot.
Terrible conditions.
The weather impacted a lot. As much as TJ Warren got it going, TJ Warren is not a premier running back. I think the Steelers need to add. Yeah, he did. But I think the Steelers need to add a premier running back in the offseason, whether through the draft or whatever. I think the Steelers need a running back. I think Najee Harris is a free agent after this year. I don't think they'll retain him. They might. But I know Najee's not gonna get like big money like the way some of these other running backs have. Because Najee Harris, he hasn't lived up to the potential of what everybody thought he was gonna be after his rookie year. But I don't have no problems. I don't look at the Steelers differently after this loss. Like I said, I think it would have been better for them to win the first game and lose the second game against the Browns. But I don't look at them any differently. I think they'll bounce back next week. I'm not. I guess I got to see who they play. When we go through our predictions for next week.
I'm pretty sure Pittsburgh's on a bye this week.
Oh, they're on a bye. Oh, that's even better for them if they're on a bye. Yeah. If they're on a bye next week, that's even better. Get their minds right. They'll come out. I hope they don't come out and play us.
I mean, that's one of the reasons. I think it is. Yes, it is.
Oh,
and that's one of the reasons. No, they play the Bengals. They play the Bengals.
Okay, good job.
Browns and then the Eagles. But let me say this, because you're saying I agree with you with one thing. When you say you don't look at the Steelers any differently, which I don't either, because look at the weather conditions. The Browns clearly came out to play. Myles Garrett had a fantastic game. It was just one of those games that you just lose. And the reason why now on the other end of the spectrum, the reason why I say it is a tough loss for them is because look at the way they lost. They had it in their hands, dude. The game was already in their hands. A 3-and-out after that. That interception,
the shanked punt, and all that's because of the weather. Like that's because of the weather.
Yeah. Let's move on to NBA action. NBA, what's happening in NBA? Yo, we had a Connect 4 showing the other day, coming out dropping 37 on their 37 on their noggin. Now Dalton Connect, he's gonna try to make a push for Rookie of the Year, probably. What do you think about that?
I said it in one of our earlier shows that I like Dalton Connect. I like him more than any other rookie. Mainly because he's a Laker, but because I just saw something in him, especially in the especially in the early games in Vegas. But I think we got to see if JJ Redick goes with Dalton Connect in the starting lineup for the rest of the season. Um, I think I think he
I
deserves to
think
be in
it's
the
a good
starting
look.
lineup.
It's a good look.
I think it
Who's better?
is.
I mean, we can have LeBron run the one. We don't need D'Lo out there. Have LeBron run the one, and then keep keep Dalton Connect over there at the fucking at the three. Dalton
Yeah, I
Connect at the
think
three.
I like the lineup they have right now with Reddish, Reeves, Connect, LeBron, and AD. I do think that the Lakers still need to make a trade. They still are missing a piece. I would like for them to get a better point guard so that LeBron doesn't have to be the point guard and facilitate
We
as
need better
much.
point guard. I mean,
We need a better point
he's.
guard.
I mean, do we need a better point? Yes, yes. The Lakers need a better point guard. Yes, but
I was about to say you're not gonna tell me about my team. You're not a Laker fan, so I said what I
listen,
said.
I've been watching the Lakers for the
I
last
don't
7 years now, Aaron. You can't tell
you're
me.
not a
You
Laker
can't tell
fan.
me I haven't been
So
following Lakers basketball.
you're not a Laker fan.
Call it what you want.
The same way you're not
Call
an
it what you
Eagle
want.
fan.
Call it what you want.
So I said what I said. The Lakers need a point guard. The Lakers need a dominant point guard to really handle the ball. Do a little bit of scoring. But we gotta relieve some of the duties from LeBron, and so that LeBron can be a little bit more energized when it comes down to the fourth quarter. Because
Okay, I'll take
the
that.
fourth quarter
And
destructions can't
Mike,
happen.
and Luna, I see your comment. Yes, I mean the giving away of Dennis Schroeder was a huge blow for us. We ended up getting
First off, once again with this us bullshit, you're not a Laker fan, so it's not.
I'm a LeBron fan, so whatever team LeBron's on, I'm on it.
You're not a Laker fan, so that's one. Two,
I'm a LeBron fan.
it was
And LeBron, because I'm a LeBron, so that's us.
It was no love lost. It was no love lost getting rid of Dennis Schroeder. Like, we're not gonna act like Dennis Schroeder is a big time baller. Fuck out of here. I don't care what he's doing this year in the Brooklyn Nets. He wasn't doing that on LA. So
what the fuck are you talking about? They got to the Western Conference Finals with him. What are you talking about?
Because of him? Because of Dennis Schroeder? You're saying it was because of Dennis Schroeder? You're saying
I'm not saying it was because of him. He also offers defensive prowess. Like, come on. He's a great defensive player. He can knock it down. He's he's a perfect player to surround LeBron with. He's a spot-up shooter.
I said, Dennis Schroeder is not a player that I would be like, go get him at the trade deadline. Get the fuck out of here. It's Dennis Schroeder. Get the fuck out of here. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all right now. We're not doing that at all right now.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Dennis Schroeder. No, we're not. No, we're not.
We're doing it now.
No, we're not.
We're going live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
This Dennis Schroeder shit is crazy. I can't believe we really spent 45 seconds to a minute talking about Dennis Schroeder.
Listen, since we're talking about the Lakers, let's jump into that Lakers Magic game. I mean, tough
niggas
game for the Lakers.
Niggas couldn't hit a fucking free throw. Fucking burgers.
I mean, look, here we go. We're gonna start in the fourth quarter. Long pass from LeBron to AD. I see you, buddy. I see you. Here we go. Lakers up by 4. The Franz getting in down low, straight ahead, right past AD. Here we go now, down 2. After the missed free throws by AD, 2 missed free throws. The Franz, bang! I mean, that kid is balling. Here we go. They try to do something with the ball. AD, fadeaway jumper, air ball. Ball game is over. The unfortunate part about this game is that the Lakers were winning this game the entire way. But the Magic figured out a way to stay around. I feel like we're on repeat at this point. Every year when we play the Magic, when the Lakers play the Magic, they the Magic somehow find a way to stick around and they win the game on their home floor. It happened last year too. What can you say about this this game? Especially Franz. The Franz dropping 37, 11 assists. That's a career high for him. AD did have 39 points, but he missed 2 key free throws down the stretch. LeBron missed 1 free throw down the stretch. Here, I have it for you. Here we go. Let me remove this real quick. There we go. AR misses 2 free throws with 3 minutes left. Bron misses a free throw with 39 seconds left. AD misses 1 of 2 free throws with 27, and then he misses both right before the Franz hits the game-winning jump shot. What the fuck happened to the Lakers? If you can see my headline, it does say fucking Lakers for a reason. What happened?
First of all, I tell you what happened. They're fucking burgers. I tell you one thing. I know for a fact, if I was the coach, they wouldn't be able to go home until they shot 100 free throws. So they made 100 free throws. All of them. The whole team. The whole team.
Agree.
They wouldn't go home.
What
They
a
wouldn't
fucking
go home
meltdown.
until they hit 100 free throws. But I
The
would like
Lakers
to
have
just take I would like to take a minute to not talk about the Lakers and talk about the Magic. Because one, they're winning without Paolo. That's
They are.
one.
They
That's
are.
one. Two, is Franz becoming a superstar and right in front of us right now?
Yo, bro. Yo, can I answer that? Can I please answer that? Can I give you my synopsis of what your question is to me?
You can go.
Yo, listen. I'm glad you turned it over to let's talk about the Magic, because the Magic sit in 3rd place right now in the East. Let's talk about how Banchero's not out. Paolo's not even in the game. He's injured. And how Franz and his little brother as well are both standing out for the Magic right now. Yo, Franz is putting himself he just like I said last episode, he had a great Olympic run with Germany. Somehow when these players in the NBA come back from the Olympics, they come back better versions of themselves. And that next year, it's like the best NBA season.
Well, it's also because you gotta think about it. That's a full year. That's a full year long round with competitional play. It's
Right.
different. It's different being in the off season and practicing. No, you went from playing basketball, which they made the playoffs, to then going to the Olympics and still playing competitive basketball, to coming back to playing competitive basketball over again. So you have no rust at all.
I feel like the Olympics will take more out of you. I wouldn't say physically, because obviously there's more games in the NBA for a longer period of time. But I will say that I believe that
for older players, it's a lot. Like to play during the year and then to also play in the Olympics is definitely a lot. For these younger players, it keeps their mind focused. It keeps them in that basketball mentality. It keeps them in that win now mentality. So it's definitely good for these young players. Jason Tatum is having the year he's having right now because he got benched in the Olympics. Jason Tatum is having his revenge season because he didn't play not 1 minute in the Olympics.
He played minutes. Shut up.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Shut up.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, Aaron. What are you talking about?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Not in any of the.
Halliburton didn't play. Halliburton didn't play. And he doesn't. After watching him at the beginning of this NBA season, he didn't deserve to play.
Halliburton is a burger, but Tatum didn't play in any of the medal games. He didn't play.
He did. Yeah, he did.
And not in any important minutes. No, he did not.
I think he had like 4 or 5 minutes in both games.
This nigga said 4 or 5 minutes. That counts as playing.
But let's bounce back. Lakers suffered their first home loss of the season and snapped their 6-game winning streak. Now, what do they? I mean, where do you go from here as a team? You started off strong as a team. Now you lose your first one at home. JJ Redick loses his first one at home. They were on a nice winning streak. They lose a tough one against the Magic late off of their own unforced errors. What do you take from this game and moving forward for the Lakers? Tonight they have to face the Nuggets. It's not going to be an easy one.
And the Joker owns AD. We can't look too much like basketball is not like the NFL. Basketball, there's 82 games. Now they got the in cup tournament shit. You can't
basketball too.
You can't look at basketball like the NFL. Basketball teams are gonna lose to bad teams. Teams are gonna lose games. You're not going undefeated. You're not like you're gonna lose games, whether it's because you messed up, whether it's because you slacked off, whether it's because of injuries, something. But that's why basketball is tricky to bet on because on any given night, a team could lose because they know they could just get back at it the next game. Like it's not dire that they lost a game. Like it's not crazy. Losing this one game doesn't put them in a turmoil where they lose 10 in a row or something like that. No, it's one game.
No, I don't think that. I just think that this one game, this tough loss, I mean, they're going to be thinking about it. Now they're in their heads. Think about this. All three of your key players miss key free throws down the stretch in this basketball game.
I mean,
I'm not going to say. Huh? What'd you say?
I was going to say we got to see how Coach JJ Redick responds and how he gets the team back together. Like I said, they wouldn't have been able to leave the fucking gym until they hit 100 free throws.
Yeah.
The whole team. Because one person misses, we all miss. The whole team would have had to hit 100 free throws if it was me. Because that's inexcusable. You had the game won. You just had to hit free throws. They're called free for a reason.
Yeah, for a reason. Let's move on, though. We got LaMelo getting benched. LaMelo Ball getting benched against the Brooklyn Nets the other day. Questionable call made by the coach. The coach ended up saying post-game, the other guys were performing well. I go with what's going well. That was his reasoning behind the decision. What do you take from this LaMelo Ball benching, AG?
The coach needs to be fired. You don't bench your franchise player. The only time you bench your franchise player is if he can't hit a free throw or he's a defensive liability, which even the Mavs don't bench Luka and he don't play defense at all. You don't bench your franchise player. I think this that benching makes GMs go, can I poach LaMelo? Can I poach the Hornets for LaMelo?
Right. That's an interesting take. That's a very interesting take. I think it was a combination of multiple things. Listen, let's be real. The Hornets ended up losing that game against Brooklyn. Could it be? It could be multiple things. I'm gonna give you a few. It could be teach him a lesson because he's been completely out of pocket for the last few weeks. I mean, for the last couple of seasons, I mean, he's just, like I said last episode, he's loose with the lips. He says wild things. He just got fined $100,000 because of post-game comments that he made that were inappropriate. I mean, he makes inappropriate post-game comments all the time. Like I said last episode, completely and utterly unprofessional. Don't agree with that. But he goes out there and balls. Is it a lesson? Are we going to go out there and say, oh, we're teaching you a lesson because of your antics? Or did he do something in the middle of the game that made the coach bench him because something within a play or something that he said, whatever the case may be? Or is it one of those things like you're kind of alluding to where we're going to try to see if we can get some value out of him? Because what did he do the next game? He goes out there and balls ridiculously.
Balls out.
Straight up.
He was pissed.
He ended up having 35 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. But let's talk about Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, 39.7 rebounds, 8 for 12 from 3. Look at Brandon Miller for 3, right on time. Boom. I mean, it was unbelievable. Cade Cunningham turning the ball over. It's Brandon turning the ball right back over. Here comes Cade. The pass, open for 3. He drains it. I mean, this game was close virtually the whole game. I mean, obviously, this game went into overtime. We're going to pick up here in the fourth. Drains the 3. Look at the Pistons coming back. Now down 2. Passes the ball inside. Easy bucket. Tie game late in the fourth quarter here. And here we go. LaMelo Ball has the ball. He drives the floater. He makes it. Ties the game back up. This was critical right here. He could have won the game right here. Easy money. He misses it. It's okay, though. Overtime now.
Overtime.
You know, at this point, I'm like, holy crap, what's going to happen in this game? It's a good game, but too much Brandon Miller.
Bang! Another one.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I mean, here it comes. Whoops. Doesn't go in. The rebound. A little bit of Brandon. Just a little bit of Brandon. Here we go. For 3. Like I said, the Pistons kept on fighting, but they just could. It was too much Brandon Miller, too much LaMelo. Here we go. Look at it. Down by 3. Who do you know? Come on. It's in his face. Get your chips. Go home. The ball game is over. Detroit tries to fight back. They make one. Once again, like I said, it was just too much. Right here, seconds to go. Last second desperate shot. Puts them down by 2. But tries to miss the free throw. This was an interesting call right here. They almost had it, too. If they had the chance to possess that ball, that would have been interesting. But like I said, Hornets win 123-121, final in overtime. Interesting game. Like I said, got benched, bounced back. Who this? Can we take the Hornets for real? Can we do that this year? We're going to get into our, who we think and what we think about the NBA team so far as we're watching, but can we take the Hornets for real?
In the East, maybe. Can they make the playoffs? The way they're balling right now, yeah. Will they make noise in the playoffs? That's another story. I don't know.
I mean, because just looking at the Eastern Conference standings as of right now, we have Charlotte in the 10th spot. That's the last playing spot.
It's the last playing spot.
We were going to get deeper into that later on in the show, but we could try to take the Hornets for real a little bit. Do you think?
I don't know. With the benching of LaMelo Ball, that kind of scares me. That kind of scares me with the benching of LaMelo Ball. With the benching of LaMelo Ball, that's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Because
but they got Brandon Miller out there who can go off on any given night.
So you're saying the Hornets will be fine without LaMelo? Is that what you're saying?
No. If they lose LaMelo, they lose LaMelo. But they're not going to do that to their franchise player, just like we talked about before.
LaMelo should come to LA. LaMelo should be a Laker. The Ball family owes us a child because Lonzo was ass. The Ball family owes us a child. Like, they need to write it down on some Rumpelstiltskin shit. Like, they owe us a child. Because Lonzo was ass. The Lakers should be on the phone like, what it takes to get LaMelo since you're benching him in the fourth quarter, we'll take him. I don't know yet. We gotta see. I want them to lose. I want them to lose and give up faith and give up hope to where LaMelo goes on the trade block. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's interesting.
Because LaMelo in LA would be fantastic.
So it would. Let's move on. So we have some Philadelphia 76ers and Brooklyn Nets action. We're gonna pick up this game early in the third quarter. McCain, I mean, let's just talk a little bit about Jared McCain. 30 points, 6-11 from three-point. This guy is carrying this team. He's carrying this team without a Paul George and without an Embiid. He's the type of player to fuck up the 76ers' chance of getting a good pick because he's just going to go stupid. From what I see so far, I mean, this is NBA Cup action. once again, I mean, he's making it look easy. He looks comfortable out there, and he is a rookie, ladies and gentlemen. It's insane. Look at that right in his face. Drain it. Excuse me. Watch this. I got something for you. Same thing. Elbow, jump shot. Good. Unbelievable. He had a great game.
First of all,
the 76ers
what is this hardwood? What is this hardwood floor that they have going on right now? What the?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit is fucking ugly. That shit is ugly.
Shit is disgusting.
That shit is disgusting.
I don't know
what the NBA had in mind when they were making it. I don't know if they started tripping on mushrooms or something. But when they
play in Philly or Boise State, that shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting.
He said,
"That is disgusting."
Now we don't need Melo would change the Lakers offense too much. I would I would much more
fix up that
want Damian Lillard type. Yeah.
I
would take Damian Lillard over a Melo right now because
you didn't even want Dame. You didn't even want Dame when I said I would take Dame a few episodes ago. Like I said, you're not a Laker fan. That's one. Two, of course, you'll be looking at right now. LaMelo will be the long-term solution for the Lakers if the Lakers got LaMelo.
Not this year. Not this year.
That would be a long-term franchise player.
They're not this year. I don't think he would be valuable this year. I don't think so.
I'll take LaMelo right now over Dame.
Nope.
I'll take LaMelo right now over Dame.
No.
Right now.
Nope. Not going to do that.
Yes.
I'm going to give you my reason.
Yes.
I'm going to give you my reason. Damian Lillard will be a better addition to the Los Angeles Lakers this season. I don't know about the future.
How?
Next season on. Let me say it. Damian Lillard would be a better fit than LaMelo Ball on the Lakers this season because, just like you alluded to on previous episodes, and you said it multiple times, Damian Lillard's getting old. He can't really move up and down the floor like that. He doesn't move up and down the floor like that much anymore. He had a good game last game. We'll talk about that later. But LaMelo Ball is the type of player that he would change the offense way too much. I feel like the Lakers are building towards something right now, and it's not what LaMelo Ball could offer them.
The Lakers have, besides LeBron and AD, the Lakers are young. LaMelo will fit in perfectly. What are we talking about right now?
Next season.
What are we talking about right now?
Next season.
What are we talking? What does Dame do right now better than LaMelo?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I said I would take Dame.
Everything.
I said I would take Dame because Dame I feel like is a realistic trade target this year. But Dame doesn't do anything better than LaMelo right now.
How dare you disrespect him like that?
Yo, go look at the stats. He's not averaging more assists. He's not averaging more.
Look at the team.
He's not averaging more points.
He's playing with the MVP.
He's the number two.
But he's playing with Giannis, dude. Giannis is balling.
He's supposed to be 1.5. He's supposed to be 1.5. Basically, he's supposed to be the 1.5. Like he's supposed to drop 30. But it's not. That's not what Dame does. But that's what LaMelo can do. LaMelo can drop 30 if you need him to drop 30 any given night. LaMelo can shoot the spot up goal. LaMelo can go around the street.
That's all the Lakers need. It's a spot up shooter. And Lillard could do that. And he brings veteran leadership to the team.
But LaMelo can literally facilitate. He can rebound.
What are you talking about?
Not more than LaMelo.
Come on, man.
He's not doing nothing better than LaMelo this year.
You don't need Lillard to facilitate on the Lakers, though.
Nothing. But that's what I just said to you. The Lakers need a facilitator. They need a facilitator. We don't need LeBron to facilitate the whole game. We do not need that. We need LeBron to be rested up in the fourth quarter.
Same shit that I'm saying.
We need LeBron to be rested up in the fourth quarter.
Not this year.
I take LaMelo right now. LaMelo gives the Lakers a better chance to win a chip right now.
No.
I gotta go get my honey. You're bugging. You're bugging. I gotta drink. You're bugging. You're bugging. No, I'm not. No, you're bugging right now. You're bugging. You're bugging. You're bugging. You're bugging. You're bugging. You're bugging.
You're gonna sit here and disrespect Dame Time. Yo, you out of pocket.
I'm not disrespecting Dame Time. I'm not disrespecting Dame Time. I'm not disrespecting Dame Time. Dame Time in his prime, I take Dame over LaMelo anytime. But
AG,
right
take
now,
a shot, gang. Take a shot, gang.
right now, you trying to tell me Dame is more valuable to a team right now than LaMelo?
I think he would be more valuable to the Lakers in their situation and what they have going on.
No.
All LeBron needs is a spot-up shooter and a facilitator every once in a while, and that's what Dame provides.
No.
You're unbelievable.
No.
Anyway, let's stop that conversation for a second.
No real basketball fan who watches basketball is gonna say that they would take LaMelo right now over Damian Lillard. Is just not. That's just a fact. That's just a fact.
Okay, so let's move on. 76ers. They ended up blowing out the Brooklyn Nets the other night. This is what Jared McCain had to say post-game interview.
May or may not have caught you after one of your shots, possibly saying I'm the rookie of the year in celebration or something along those lines. Or so, there was a I guess maybe just speak to the passion that you feel when you what that feels like in the moment when you make a big shot and you're kind of in that zone.
I said I'm in the flow state, so I don't know what came to my mind at that moment, but I guess I said that. And yeah, I did say that. It was pretty clear. There we go. But yeah, it's one of my goals. It's one of my goals for the season, obviously, but it's just that competitiveness coming out of me. I respect every other rookie in this league, but obviously I'm going to believe in myself. And so, yeah, some words definitely came out.
Now, that's a mature young man right there. And you heard Tyrese Maxey, there you go. Yo, he's stupid. He said, you said that? He's like, yeah, it was clear I said that. He said, there you go. Yo, Maxey is stupid for that. But anyway, I like this kid, man. I like him. 30 points.
I do too, but I think his numbers are going to drop once the full team is there. Once the full team is there, McCain's numbers is gonna drop. So his rookie of the year chances, I think will drop once the full team is there.
Not if quality down the stretch and they're pushing for a playoff spot.
I've been hearing a lot that the 76ers are not happy with Embiid. The teammates are not happy with Embiid. The organization is not happy with Embiid. Will Embiid be traded at the deadline? Who knows? Who knows? No. It could be. Nobody's happy with Embiid right now. Nobody. The players are even calling out Embiid.
Sorry.
McCain has a valid argument right now for rookie of the year, based off of all the rookies that are playing right now. I think we should have a rookie of the year segment, maybe our next week episode, to run down what the rookies are doing right now. But I just think that once again, this is not because I'm a Laker fan. But I think if Connect stays in that starting lineup,
it's definitely because you're a Lakers fan.
Nah, it's not. If Connect, well, some of us have to be real fans.
Eric, hold on. Because you've been doing this shit all year, and I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm gonna solo this layout real quick because you tripping. Hold up. Listen. Aaron talks a lot of shit, guys. Aaron talks a lot of shit. He talks about how I'm not a real fan. He talks about how I'm a bandwagoner. He talks about a whole bunch of shit about how I'm just not loyal to my teams. Let me explain something to y'all, and I'm going to be real with y'all, and I'm going to let y'all know something that he fucking knows. This motherfucker knows this, and he still does this to me. Listen, I've been a LeBron fan all my life. I followed him from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, now to LA. I'm a LeBron fan. I say I like the Lakers. I follow the Lakers right now because I like LeBron. That's number one. I've been an Eagles fan for over 15 years. Aaron can't get it under his fucking head that I've been an Eagles fan for so long. Also, I'm a Mets fan. I've been a Mets fan all my life. Loyal to my team. Okay? Also like a little bit of the Chargers, and that's it. But
a little bit of the Chargers, yo. A little bit. First off, I don't like any other football team. That's one. Because I'm a real Eagle.
I can have my own opinion.
I'm a real Eagle fan. Two, you only started liking the Eagles because of Michael Vick. 3, you only are jacking the Lakers because LeBron is there. That doesn't make you a Laker fan. You're not a Laker fan. Say you're a LeBron fan, that's it. All you LeBron fans have to say you're a LeBron fan because the nigga travels so much to different
I always
teams.
say I'm a LeBron fan. That's
You're
the first thing that comes out of my mouth.
no. When you say our, when you say us, all of that is not ours, not us, none of that shit. Because you're a LeBron fan. You're not a Laker fan. You wasn't riding or dying with the Lakers post Kobe, while Kobe was there, all that.
No, you're right. I wasn't.
So
you're right.
You're not a Laker fan. You're not a Laker fan. You're not an Eagle fan. You're not a Laker fan. The only real fan you actually are the Mets. That's it. That's it.
See what I mean?
You've been a bandwagoner your whole life. You've been a bandwagoner your whole life.
Do y'all see
and
what I
it's
mean?
bad. And it's
y'all see
bad.
what I mean?
And it's bad. It's bad.
You see what I mean, right? Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I can't even live.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Because you're a bandwagoner. I don't let no bandwagons live.
I'm not a bandwagoner. Stop doing that.
You are a bandwagoner. You're a bandwagoner. You're a bandwagoner.
I don't go to teams when they're winning. The Eagles weren't winning when I started liking them. That's what a bandwagoner is.
Guess what? Actually, yes, they were. And guess what?
No, they weren't. They didn't win shit.
Guess what? Michael Vick had them winning games. I know what you're talking about. And guess what?
They didn't win a Super Bowl.
You know what makes you the biggest bandwagoner in the world?
What, Aaron? What?
Your favorite player is a fucking bandwagoner, nigga. The LeBron James is a bandwagoner. He goes to wherever he thinks he can win. So fuck out of here. You're a bandwagoner.
All right, cool. All right, so moving on. Boston Celtics at the Washington Wizards. I don't have highlights for this game because it was unentertaining. Jaylen Brown went off, though. 31 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Jason Tatum, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, but 0 for 10 from 3. Jesus, terrible game for Jason Tatum. Jordan Poole got 23. Kyle Kuzma got 21. Not a very entertaining game. Jaylen Brown continues to impress me. If he's not in the MVP conversation, I mean, him and Jason Tatum should both be in the MVP conversation this year.
Tatum busted my ticket. No, Tatum's having a hell of a year. I think Tatum is having the type of year he should be having. Last year, I felt like Jaylen Brown was the better player, especially down the stretch.
I still think Jaylen Brown's the better player.
I think this year Tatum is playing better than Brown. I think last year Brown was playing better than Tatum. Brown definitely offers more on both sides of the court, but Tatum has just shown this year that he's not scared of the moment. A lot of times last year when it came down to like the end, it was Jaylen Brown with the ball in his hands. This year it's been Tatum with the ball in his hands. Tatum's on his revenge tour. He's on his revenge tour. Boston, if Boston wins again this year, y'all could just blame Steve Kerr.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, if it somehow comes down to it, if it's Warriors Boston at the end of the year and Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors figure out a way to win the championship, bro, that's gonna be the biggest fuck you to Jason Tatum. That would be the biggest fuck you to Jason Tatum right there. I would absolutely love that, actually. I would.
If Stephen Curry wins another championship, there's no way.
Against Boston.
In general, if Stephen Curry wins another one,
Warriors or Lakers Boston. But I would love to see Golden State win.
If Stephen Curry wins another championship, there's no way you can say there was a LeBron error because it's clearly would have been a Stephen Curry error the whole time.
Bro, they both dominated. The era. They both did.
I said what I said.
I don't know. Okay, moving on. We're talking about Steph Curry. So let's move on to the Steph Curry Golden State Warriors highlights from last night's game. Now, this was a good game. Let's start off before we show the highlights to this game. I just wanted to start off this Golden State highlight with something.
Watch out!
I mean, listen, Draymond Green is a fucking bug. Anyway, let's dive straight into the Pelicans highlight. The Pelicans Warriors highlights. Oh my goodness, Draymond Green. Oh man.
Yo,
So here we
can
go.
I just say something real fast though?
Yeah, I'll pause it real quick.
Draymond is the last of a dying breed. Draymond is the last of a dying breed. Draymond is like the only thing that keeps me feeling connected to the '90s basketball because there's no enforcers in the NBA no more. None of that. It's literally Draymond and that's it. Like, I respect everything Draymond does. I know he does a lot of shenanigans, but what he's doing is that's how ball was played. That's how ball was played. That's how ball was played back in the day before it got soft.
Let me explain this to our casual fans out there. If Draymond Green is the best in the NBA at his job, then anybody that does what he does at his job. He is the best. And he goes out to work. Put things into perspective. Draymond Green gets up. Let's say he works in an office. He gets up. He puts his suit on. He goes to work, and he gets the job done. And he's the best at his job. That's why he's been with the Warriors for so long. He's the best at his job.
Early '90s, early 2000s. There was a Draymond on everybody's team. There was someone.
Boy was good.
There was someone on every team that got on the court that would just go pick up the fouls. That would be like, yo, go fuck that player up. Don't let nobody do anything against our team. Go fuck them up. Go down there and just put your elbow in the nigga chest. It's all right. That's what you're here for. That's what an enforcer. There was always an enforcer on almost every team in the '90s, in the early 2000s, from when I was watching basketball.
Just off the top of my head, I could think Ron Artest. I could think
Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace.
We can head back into the '90s now. We could go.
Mutombo, Dennis Rodman. Like, come on, there was a whole bunch of them. For nigga, Zebo was a big enforcer. Like there was a lot of Antoine Walker. One of the best enforcers in the world. Udonis Haslem.
Ooh, that big time enforcer.
Udonis Haslem.
Let's not forget about the Birdman. The Birdman. Birdman.
Yeah.
He's banned from the NBA, but give respect to Chris Anderson's name. Birdman. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, like I said,
how they got him
there was a lot of enforcers back in the day that, like, you knew when they stepped on the court, you didn't want to drive it into the paint or none of that because they didn't give a fuck about that call. They was gonna get the call because those calls weren't techs back in the day. Now they're technical fouls. They were regular fouls back in the day. They was regular fouls. The NBA is soft. Now. Those are regular fouls. But yeah, let's move on
to our highlights. We got Golden State playing in New Orleans once again in season tournament play. The courts are ugly. I'm sorry, viewers, for what you have to watch here. Because the courts are
disgusting.
Hideous. Here we go. Early in the game, New Orleans trying to keep it. Getting off to an early start, up 8-2 early in the first quarter. Now up 10-5, but you know who it is. I'm Steph Curry with the shot, boy, from the logo.
Logo. Bang! From the logo.
Swing it out. What do you know? Andrew Wiggins getting it going. Andrew Wiggins looking good. In last night's game, scoring 30 points. There we go. Easy bucket. New Orleans keeping it interesting late in the second quarter here. Gets the friendly roll. And here we go. Last play of the half. The Pelicans go into the half up by 1. Here we go. Draymond Green saves the ball. Who it is? It's the chef. Stop playing with him. Chef Curry once again makes the easy pass. Oh, that was beautiful. I love me some Moody. Here we go. Draymond Green has the ball. You see, yeah, pause. There you go. Draymond Green with the slick pass inside to Steph Curry. Here we go. Late in the fourth. The Pelicans trying to make it interesting. 3-point shot. Drops with the friendly roll. But once again, it's too much Warriors. At the end of the game, The Warriors come out with the win. Steph Curry scores 19, 4 for 7 from 3. Andrew Wiggins, game high, 30 points, 9 for 14 shooting. What do you think about that game? Besides the ugly courts.
I was about to say that the course is ugly.
That's coming.
I mean, I know we're about to do our disappointments, but I just can't wait. I'm just disappointed in the Pelicans. Like I just thought the Pelicans were gonna be better this year when he went to pick up DeJounte Murray. I don't think DeJounte Murray would have went to New Orleans thinking that they were gonna be bad. DeJounte Murray is a great player. I actually wanted the Lakers to go get DeJounte Murray. It was in talks that the Lakers were trying to get DeJounte Murray. Austin Reeves was the deciding factor in that. Yeah, I thought I thought the Pelicans were going to be a better team this year.
Yeah.
And once again, I know we're about to do surprise and disappointments, but the Golden State Warriors, they're surprising me this year. They're balling their minds out right now.
Yeah,
they're balling.
Golden State looking good early on in the season. Moving on, we have Indiana against the Milwaukee Bucks. Indiana at the Milwaukee Bucks. And looking into this game, going into this game, I'm thinking Tyrese might have a good game. He's got Miles Turner back on the floor now. Let's see what happens. But Giannis gets it going early. Eating them up inside. Hold the jelly. Here we go. Easy block for Brook Lopez. Giannis, full head of steam down the lane, and it's an easy dunk for him. Brook Lopez looking good early on this season. What do you think about Brook this year?
He's had good games. He has bad games. I think Brook needs to be consistent. Brook is getting up there in age, so that I think that plays a factor in why he's not consistent every night. But Brook does Brook things. He does what he's supposed to do most nights. So I think Brook is doing decently. I think Giannis is balling out his mind this year.
Yeah. Giannis is balling. Brook Lopez, another guy who goes to work and does his job. Here we go. Bucks up by 1 million. The Pacers try to make it interesting, but it's too much Bucks. TP in the corner. I miss him on the Lakers. Easy win for the Bucks, but it's not more about the Bucks, but I really feel like it's more about the Indiana Pacers. What do the Indiana Pacers have going on this year?
I think we have to look back at the Bucks real quick, though, right? Because the Bucks started off really slow, and I feel like they're finally finding their feeding a little bit. They've been winning some games. They're learning their identity, I think.
Yeah.
So, but the Pacers have been terrible.
Yeah.
Halliburton has been terrible. Halliburton has gone from an all-star to a no-star. Halliburton has been terrible. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Halliburton. I don't know what they got to do to get him out of it. But if Halliburton can't show up every night, the Pacers may have to blow this shit up. They might have to blow that up.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm looking at the Pacers now, and I'm going to take a special look at Halliburton. I mean, Halliburton he's had a decent year so far. He's had a subpar year so far. Let me correct myself. I
think he had multiple games with 0 points.
Yeah, he's had a subpar year this year. He doesn't even go out there and facilitate like he's supposed to. It's almost like he's scared to shoot sometimes. He goes out there and he looks for pass first, and that's okay for a point guard sometimes. That's okay. But sometimes, as potentially the best
number one,
you're supposed to go out there and score at a high pace, not just facilitate. They're looking for you. They're looking for more from you, and you're not giving it to them. You're giving it to people that, they can spot up and shoot, but they're not going to show up at the end of games in big game situations. Halliburton needs to be better. He needs to look better, or I think the Pacers season might be over. And like we both said, we're going to both get into our surprises and disappointments a little later in the show. But that's what I have to take for the Indiana Pacers and Halliburton in particular. Moving on, I don't have highlights for this one. It was an unentertaining game to say the least, but I will share it with you because that's what we're doing. Here we go. Chicago Bulls facing off against the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, 25 points, 13 assists in a close game down to the wire up until the Bulls pulled away eventually. Had a decent game. Zach LaVine, another good game, 26 points, 4 for 8 from 3. Kobe White, another good game, 29 and 6. They beat the Atlanta Hawks, and Atlanta getting the tough loss in in-season tournament play. What do you take away from this Atlanta tough loss against a Bulls team who looks decent this year?
The Bulls definitely look decent. I wonder if the play of the Bulls have shifted the mindset over there in Chicago, because I know that Chicago was about to blow it up at the trade deadline. I wonder if their thoughts are still to blow everything up. If it is, they have some really good trade bait pieces. With Kobe White playing really well, with Zach LaVine playing decent. So they have some really good trade bait pieces. I think Chicago has been competitive. I don't think they're competitive enough to go to like the Eastern Conference Finals or anything like that. So I think that's something that they still also have to consider. But yeah, man, the Hawks, I knew they were gonna be terrible after they gave up DeJounte Murray. I think Trae Young won't be there after the deadline as well. I don't know where Trae Young will go, but I think Trae Young won't be there after the deadline as well.
You've been preaching this potential trade. If it happens, I'm going to give you your props. But you've been talking about this for weeks. Trae Young leaving the Hawks, going somewhere. Listen, I don't think it's going to happen. I think if the Hawks continue to try to establish themselves as a good team this year, why would you break it up? They've reached the play-in 2 years in a row now, actually. And now they have potential to jump up, especially with the Eastern Conference, the way that it looks early on this year, not being competitive, at least not as competitive as the West. You have to think, they might have a chance to earn a legitimate playoff spot.
They made two play-ins. That's not good enough. That means your team is not good enough.
Maybe they jump. What I'm saying is that maybe they make that leap into becoming a legitimate playoff team, not a play-in team, a team that actually makes the playoff top 6.
I don't think so, but
we'll jump into it later on for sure. Portland Trailblazers and Aaron's Houston Rockets. Dylan Brooks, 28 points. It kills me to fucking say this, but Dylan Brooks had a great game. Dylan Brooks, Rockets end up winning 116-88. Dylan Brooks, 28, 6 made threes. Shaedon Sharpe for Portland, 13 points, 2 assists. His plus minus was -18. That's terrible coming from your best player on the team. Eason went out there, got 22 points for Houston. I mean, another good-looking win, held Portland to under 100 points once again. What can we take away from this Houston Rockets team who looks good early on? One that you called.
I mean, I'm not surprised. like I called it. I'm not surprised. Like I've been said, the Rockets are going to make the playoffs. I said this. I said I like what they got over there. And they're just proving me right. So I got nothing to say about the Rockets. I'm impressed with what they're doing. I really felt like they were gonna make the playoffs this year, because I felt like they really tried their hardest to make a push at the last end last year. It just wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough, and the West was really competitive, so it was really hard. But I like the Rockets to make a playoff spot this year, not even a play-in, a playoff spot this year.
Playoff spot this year. All right, here we go. Diving into the next game, we got Denver. Playing
Yo, Jeff,
Dallas.
look at your chat real quick.
We got Denver playing Dallas today. Last night, actually. I got you. We got Denver playing Dallas last night. Here we go. Early, mid first quarter. We'll call this. Dallas getting off to the early lead. They looked really good against a Denver team who pretty much put all their players out there on the floor. Besides Aaron Gordon, and the Mavs didn't have Luka last night either. So, what do we take away from this game? This was a good win for Dallas, absolutely. I mean, Najee Marshall off the bench, 26 points, 11 for 15 field goals. PJ Washington, 22 and 13. That was amazing. Nikola Jokic went out there and got a quiet triple-double. What do you take away from this Dallas win against the Denver Nuggets?
Well, I feel like Kyrie's been carrying the team all year, even when Luka
Kyrie didn't do much
in
the game.
I know. I
And
mean,
then
not
let's
that
also talk
game.
about
Not
Klay
that
Thompson
game.
going 0 for 4 from 3, 0 points. Klay Thompson. Ugh.
I mean, guess that's why I go to State, let him go. But besides last game, I feel like Kyrie has really been he's been really carrying Dallas. I feel like even when Luka's there, I feel like Kyrie has been the go-to person most of the time to either get it going or in the fourth quarter. I feel like it's been Kyrie. But yeah, I think this was an impressive win since they didn't have Luka. I think it also is just another testament of how the Denver Nuggets aren't the same this year, and maybe they need to go blow it up and try to get a piece. Try to not blow it up per se, but try to get a piece at the deadline to help them. I think they need a piece at the deadline to help them.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to see. All right, so here we go. Last game of the night. Once again, it was not even a fun game to watch. James Harden and the Sacramento Kings end up going out and getting the dub against. I mean, James Harden and the Clippers got the dub against the Sacramento Kings, and the Clippers got the dub against the Sacramento Kings. Sabonis was back. He went out there, got 24 and 15. Kevin Porter for the Clippers, though, 14 and 6. DeMar DeRozan wasn't really there. He did have 16.6 rebounds, but wasn't really there when they needed him to be. De'Aaron Fox, like, what can I say about him? He continues to impress. 29, 7 and 7. Great game from him. From what I take from this game, it's an in-season tournament game. The Clippers look decent early on. Not a lot to talk about. Clippers pretty much had the game in their hands the entire game. It wasn't even an entertaining game. But do you have any comments on that game?
I think Sacramento's been like so up and down. I think with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, I thought that might have been the piece that they needed to put them over the hill. It's still up for grabs to see if like that's gonna be the case. But I think they. Like I said, James Harden plays better when he doesn't have another superstar next to him. When James Harden is the it person and he has to be the it person for the team, he balls out, and we're seeing it again.
I remember a couple of years ago they said, "Oh, are you going to learn how to play in our system?" And he was like, "I am the system."
I mean, he is.
Let's move on because we're going to try to condense time a little bit more. But right now, what we have is GJ and AG's contenders versus pretenders, and then we're going to do surprises versus disappointments. It's the NBA edition. And we're going to try to breeze through these real quick, but we got to show you. We got to show you what we think so far. So AG started off your East surprising teams. You got the Hawks, the Cavs, and the Magic.
Yeah. I feel like I thought the Hawks would have been at the bottom, complete bottom, after giving away DeJounte Murray, but they're still trying to fight, even though they're not the greatest. They're still trying to fight. I do think I have like the Bulls a little bit more surprising than the Hawks, but the Magics have surprised me because they're playing without Paolo, But even when Paolo is there, I think it's a testament of why I thought OKC was going to be so good this year, because it's the same team running it back, with the chemistry, believing in themselves, believing in each other. So that's why I think Orlando's balling. And Cleveland, I don't know. Maybe it is the same thing where it's the
Nobody had
second year.
Cleveland up like
It's
that.
all right, but
Nobody
all
did.
right, but it's the fact that it's the second year in a row now with the same team. They didn't make no changes or nothing. They're running it back, same team, got the chemistry now,
I got agree. Yeah.
that might be, besides the coaching, that might be the main difference this year, is that the chemistry is different because they're running it back. It's the same team, the same players. So yeah.
I got you there. So here we go. My East contenders that I would pick, obviously the Cleveland Cavaliers, being a second place atop the East right now. My team that I picked, obviously, to come out the East this year is the Knicks. The Celtics are looking good. I think the Bucks are contenders. They started off slow, but they're starting to look good. And just like AG alluded to as one of his surprising teams, yes, I do believe the Magic can be contenders to come out of the Eastern Conference. If I had to elaborate on those, I would say, I mean, obviously Cleveland, first place in the East. They look good, just like AG just said. They're running it back. They didn't change much on their team. They're just saying, hey, we could beat these guys in the East. Let's go run it back. The Knicks adding Karl Anthony Towns. They still got OG. They still got Jalen Brunson, who's going to ball out of his mind. They got Josh Hart. They got the key pieces in place. They got a decent bench. They can get down there and dirty if they need to. The Knicks are obviously Celtics defending champions. Obviously, like I said, the Bucks making a push back for a good position in the East. And then, like Aaron said, Orlando Magic looking good. No Paolo, just the Franz. And they're looking good this year so far. Moving on. AG's NBA East disappointing teams. Let me hear it, AG.
Yeah, the Pacers, the 76ers. I am disappointed in the Bucks. I just thought they would be better. They're starting to find their feeding now. I still have them as real contenders. I am a little disappointed with them right now, but that's with a team overall. Giannis is balling out of his mind. He's playing at an MVP caliber. He's averaging a double double. He's doing everything he can do to try to win a game. I do have them going out at the trade deadline and getting a piece that will put them over the hill and get them to the NBA Finals. I still believe in Giannis getting to the NBA Finals. I'm gonna double down with my Eastern pick because Giannis is just balling out of his mind. But it has been disappointing for them. The Pacers should be better. They would be better if Tyrese Halliburton was playing better, was playing at the caliber that he's supposed to play. And then the Sixers, I don't know what's going on over there, man. They look terrible. I know they haven't had the big three on the court at the same time this year
I don't want to hear that
fully, but it's just it looks terrible over there.
That's good. It's a good one. All right. So my East pretenders, if I had to pick, I would go with the Indiana Pacers. Had a good run last year. Not this year. Sayonara, bud. 76ers, just like AG said, don't know what you're doing. Don't know what you're doing. I don't want to hear the bullshit about they sort of haven't played all three together and all that crap, because at the end of the day, Jared McCain could get it done with Tyrese Maxey, just like they did last night in an in-season tournament game. Also, Joel Embiid is just playing games. I don't think he really wants to play this year. I think that Paul George is just trying to get his last paycheck before he ends his career and goes to his podcast full time and all whatever he wants to do after his career. Obviously, the Hawks, they have a decent positioning right now in the East, but don't see it happening. I don't even see it happening for the Pistons or the Nets either. That's what I got for my pretenders so far early on in this NBA season. But right now, we're about to jump into AG's surprising teams out there in the West. Give it to him, AG.
Golden State Warriors. They definitely have surprised me. I put the Rockets because I think they're surprising everyone else. They're not surprising me per se because I had them going. And then I'm happy, but I am surprised on how good the Lakers have been playing. So those are my surprise teams. I have all three of them being real contenders. When it comes down the line at the end of the year for the Western playoffs. It's gonna be a goodie over there in the West. It's gonna be a goodie.
Yes, it is. It's very competitive out there. And I heard that Ja Morant's playing today. So that's going to be a good game. My West contenders, if I had to put a button on it, I would go Golden State. Definitely number one in the West right now. I would definitely put them down as a contender coming out of the West. The Lakers, definitely contenders. I think they're third or fourth in the league. We'll look at the standings after this. Definitely contenders in this year moving forward. Oklahoma City, Thunder, they're going to be good. They don't have a great record right now, but they're going to be good coming down the stretch late in the year.
So OKC doesn't have a great record. I think you're talking about a different team.
Oh, Minnesota. Sorry about that. Minnesota Timberwolves don't have a great record, but they're going to get it done later on in the year. OKC, like I said, one of the other best teams out there in the West.
I had them coming out the West.
Yep, you do. And that's going to be my contenders for the Western Conference. Let's see what AG's disappointments are out there in the West. He only has two disappointments.
Yeah, Denver and the Pelicans, man. The Pelicans, I just thought they would be way better this year with the addition of DeJounte Murray. The Nuggets being what they have been the past 3 years, I didn't expect this slump from them. I think the age on the team is showing. I think they should go ahead and maybe go get a little younger. I don't know. We gotta figure out what they need, but they need something over there in Denver. Jokic can't do everything forever and expect him to live because he does everything. They're gonna run him to the ground.
He went out there and got a double. Luka Doncic wasn't playing for Dallas. Dallas still got the win. He does need help, and it's evident. It's just completely evident. My West contenders, and AG's probably not going to like this take, but I'm going to give it anyway because this is what I believe.
Does that say San Antonio Spurs?
As pretenders, absolutely.
As pretenders.
Coming out the West, my pretenders, I would have the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't see it happening. I think they're having a good start to the year. I think Kawhi is going to come in and play like 5 games, and then that's it for him. I don't think James Harden could carry this. I don't think James Harden could come and carry the team for 82 games. The Pelicans, I don't see it happening. Zion can't seem to keep his ass on the floor. Always injured, can't figure it out. Brandon Ingram's not gonna be able to do it by himself. Who else do they have out there? Nobody. So that's tough for them. Memphis Grizzlies, this all depends. I have them as a pretender right now. This all depends on what we see from Ja Morant moving forward and how he heals up and if he can stay healthy because he's a high flyer. He has potential injuries almost every time he goes in the air. So we'll see what happens with Memphis. But right now I have him as a pretender. San Antonio's looking good early on. I don't think they're going to do anything. I think this is just something that's happening right now. Wemby is scheduled to return tonight. We'll see what happens. I don't see it. I have him as a pretender. And Aaron's not going to like my last one, but I'm going to say it anyway. I got the Houston Rockets as a pretender. Yes, they look good early on. They look good. They're playing great defense. I think they're the best defensive team in the league. But can they continue this stretch on for 32 games this season? I don't think so. Aaron's going to fight me right now, but I don't think so.
You're bugging. You're bugging. The Rockets are here to stay. And I'm pretty sure they'll probably try to upgrade their team at the deadline because they're confident in their team right now. They're confident in their core. They're gonna try to get somebody that doesn't break up the main core, but that will help them win down the stretch. I think down the stretch, I don't see them making that much noise down the stretch only because of the playoff inexperience. But the Rockets I think are a team here to stay.
All right. So here we go. Leading us right into our NBA predictions for the night. First game already started. It's a 5:00 game. It's 5:19 right now. I'll give you an update from that first game. It is 11-4. The Jazz are up in the first. Ill. Still got the Knicks. I got the Knicks. Who you got?
I'll take the Knicks.
All right. Here we go. Next game up on the list. Going to be 7 p.m. on your local stations. We got Detroit Pistons at the Orlando Magic. Magic off to a good start. Detroit is one of the top teams in the East. Who you got in this game, AG?
I'm gonna go Detroit.
Detroit. I'm gonna go with the Magic. I like the Magic this game for sure. They're the 9.5 point favorites. Franz is gonna be there. I think they continue on their hot little run. This is going to be an interesting one. If we could, I'm going to try to cash this one at 8 o'clock on NBA TV. We got the Memphis Grizzlies at the Chicago Bulls. Ja is scheduled to return. Who you got, AG?
I'll take Ja on the return.
Ja on the return. I got Ja too. No Zach Edey though. Just keeping that in mind. All right.
Okay.
Moving forward, 8 p.m. We got the Portland Trailblazers at your Houston Rockets on your local stations. Who you got, AG? I say they keep the Trailblazers under 75. It might get ugly. It might get ugly out there in Houston. Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, I got Houston.
Here we go. Charlotte at Milwaukee. Milwaukee's looking good, but LaMelo's looking good over there with that boy. BM. Not baby moms. Brandon Miller. Who you got?
Got the Bucks. There's nobody on Charlotte that can guard Giannis.
Nobody. I think Giannis is going to drop 60 tonight. Giannis for 60?
I like 35 and 15.
I'll take it. All right. Next game up. Hey, I'll take it. Next game up on the list, we got Golden State at the Spurs. Who you got, AJ? We got Wemby scheduled to make his return today. Against Golden State. Who can guard Wemby on Golden State? Nobody. But who can guard Curry? Nobody. Who you got?
I'll take Golden State.
I got Golden State. I do. I got Wemby for 4+ blocks though. I like it. I put it on my long ticket that I showed you.
Yeah, that's a bust.
Yeah, whatever. You be hating on Wemby. Last game of the night, 10:30 on NBA TV. We got the Denver Nuggets at the Lakers. Can the Lakers bounce back after their tough loss against the Magic? They are playing their arch nemesis, Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic coming off a triple-double. Who you got? It's a tough one, right? I think this is the first time that the Lakers are going to be put to the test this season.
It's just that Jokic, he owns AD. But I'm gonna take the Lakers.
I don't see excuse me. I don't see it happening tonight. I think Jokic is I like that. I don't see Jokic doing a lot tonight. I don't see it happening.
I said I have the Lakers. You're bugging.
I think AD
cannot guard Jokic.
You want to put that 100 up?
It's like
you want to put that 100 up?
It's like I have the Lakers winning. So what are we betting?
I got the Lakers winning as well. We could bet on a Nikola Jokic versus AD matchup.
So how does that work? What exactly are we betting?
I would say that Anthony Davis has a better game than Nikola Jokic tonight.
So what is considered a better game? Because what if Joker has a triple-double but AD has a double-double?
No, we will combine points, assists, rebounds, and blocks.
And whoever has
the most has the better game. Want to put that 100 up?
I'll throw 10 on it.
No, put that 100 up that we bet.
I throw 10 on it. I got 10 on
motherfucker.
I got 10 on Joker.
Cheap motherfucker.
Listen, Shannon and Skip used to bet Mountain Dew. Shannon and Bet used to bet Mountain Dew. I got 10. I said I got 10.
All right, you got 50. Bet. All right.
I got 10. Y'all heard me. I got 10. The most I go is 20.
20? Let's do 20 then. You know I want more. 30? I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. All right, moving on. Moving on. Looking into tonight's matchup. This is the Cup standings in the East right now. We got Orlando on top of the Group A. We got the Bucks on top of Group B. We got the Hawks and Celtics on top of Group C. Also, Knicks right behind the Magic and Detroit right below the Bucks. It's going to be an interesting finish to the Cup in the East. Let's move it over to the West. Rockets, Aaron's Rockets, 2-0 in Group A. The Lakers, Aaron's Lakers, 2-0 in Group B. Group C, Golden State, 3-0. Dallas, 2-1 after last night's win.
So real quick before we move on, how does the Cup work? Because it just said that the Lakers are 2-0, but they just lost to the Magic the other day. So I'm
not in the Cup. So not every game. So let's explain it for our casuals. Sorry, AG, I'm not calling you a casual. But let's explain it for our casual fans that don't understand how group play works in the Cup and how the Cup works generally in the NBA season. When Cup play begins,
technically you can't say casual because the Cup just started last year. So
yeah, but you should have learned it last year. You should have learned it last year, then, buddy.
You can't.
As a real NBA fan, you learned that shit. You learned it. I didn't know it.
You can't disrespect the people that are watching and call them casual because the
real NBA fans. No, I'm gonna do it.
The Cup just started. The Cup just started. It's a brand new thing.
Do it right here.
It's a brand new thing. It's a brand new thing.
Right. Look, I'll do it live. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it live. Look, the NBA season tournament started last year. Yes, I give you that, and it was so confusing to me when I first started watching it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was still confused watching it of how it works out with group play and all this other stuff. Whatever. Regardless of whatever the case may be. The Cup, if you're a real NBA fan and you watch NBA basketball, then you should have known last year how the Cup works and how everything works if you're a real NBA fan, because that's what I did as a real fan of the NBA, as a real fan of the NBA. That being said, let me explain it to
you. Say real one more time. I'm going to really slap you the next time I see
you. But answering AJ's question, when Cup play begins, that doesn't mean every game after Cup play begins is an in-season Cup tournament game. There's only when you see those ugly courts, that's how you know it's an in-season Cup game. When you see the ugly courts, I think they have in-season Cup games once every 2 days or once every other day, or something like that now. I'll check later, but it's something like that, and it's only when you see those ugly ass courts, because those are the only time they bring out those ugly ass courts. So that's how that works. But moving forward, I mean, we could wrap it up for the NBA now, and we could jump right in to the NFL. Right into the NFL. We got a lot of exciting action coming up this week. But let's talk about fantasy sit-em stardom. Who you got, AG?
I'll go short because we're already I'm out over time. But I like Tony Pollard this week. The number two running back is out. So I think Tony Pollard should have a few more reps this week. I like Kareem Hunt against the Carolina Panthers. So those are two. I'm gonna just stick with those two right now. Should save some time.
Okay, no problem. We don't have to save time. I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm going to do at the end of the show, I'm just going to say this on air, is that I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to condense it for time, and I'm going to post it on YouTube. And I'm also going to make, obviously I'm going to make the clips that I normally make, afterwards, but it's going to be better clips. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to make it awesome. I learned how to use the system, so we're good.
I think Saquon's going to have a big game this week against the Rams. I think Saquon will get a touchdown this week. I think there's been a lot of emphasis over the past week of Saquon's tackles within the 2-yard line, and Jalen Hurts getting that push. and after Saquon brung the ball all the way down. So I think Saquon is gonna have a big game this week. I also like Mike. That boy Mike Evans is back this week. That boy
Yeah.
Mike Evans is back
What does
this
that mean?
week.
That's why I will start. That's why I'm going to start off my fantasy. But I'm going to start Baker Mayfield. If you have Baker Mayfield, that's your number one, number two quarterback, and you're having a tough decision on making it. I say go Baker Mayfield this week. Obviously, adding Mike Evans back into the mix. Buccaneers want to get back into the winning column. Start Baker. Obviously, against the Cowboys, if you have a big league to where this is not available for you, that's fine. But if you do have him on your team and you're having that same question, start Jaden Daniels against the Cowboys. I feel like that's going to be an easy walk right over them win out there in Dallas. And also, if I had to say, I would say start the Denver Broncos defense against the Raiders. If you're having questions about defense, I'd say start those Broncos defense, or you can even start the Washington defense, the Denver or the Washington defense. I tried to pick up Washington in our league, but somebody got him before me. Those motherfuckers, I don't know who it was, but somebody got Washington's defense right before me. So now I'm going with somebody else. I don't even know who I'm going with, but if you have it available to you in your league, start the Denver Broncos defense.
You're a dick for dropping the Eagles defense.
Yeah, fuck him. If just like Aaron said, Saquon, start him. Easy money. That's money. Yeah, I got that for my stardoms. My situms, I would say, did you do your situms yet?
No, I didn't do them yet. But
do your situms real quick.
I would say sit CD. I don't believe in Cooper Rush. I would say sit Malik Neighbors. I don't believe in Tommy DeVito. What other situms I got this week? I don't like the wide receivers out there in San Francisco this week. I'm gonna explain a little bit more why in a little while, but I don't like the wide receivers out there in San Francisco this week either. I think they're situms.
A little cliffhanger for you right there. I like it. I
think Devontae Adams is a situm.
Jets are done.
My bad about my stardom. I think Cortland Sutton's gonna have a big game this week against the Raiders. I think Cortland Sutton's gonna have a big game this week. But yeah.
My situm, I'm gonna say something crazy. I'm gonna say sit Justin Herbert against that Ravens defense. Sit Justin Herbert. Also sit J.K. Dobbins against that Ravens defense.
What Ravens defense?
They have the second.
They allow a lot of yards in the air, though. What are we talking about right now?
Listen, I'm saying sit 'em. The reason I'm saying that is because this is going to be a must-win for Baltimore coming off a tough loss. I say sit.
Guys, do not listen to what you just said.
I'm allowed to my opinion. I'm allowed to my opinion. I don't agree with everything you say. I don't agree with everything you say.
The Ravens gives up. They're like almost dead last in giving up yards in the air. So
you want to put up another 20?
The wide receivers, the wide receivers over there. The wide receivers over there.
I'm gonna get 100 out of you by the end of the show.
Charges. The wide receivers over there, the Chargers should definitely eat up over there on Baltimore's defense. That's non-existent when it comes in the air. That was
Justin Herbert take. Under 14 points.
Terrible take.
Justin Herbert under 14 points, $20.
Fantasy?
Yep. $20.
So you think he's not gonna
14 points for Justin Herbert under. I'm gonna get 100. I'm gonna get 100 out of you by the end of this show. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. We building our own parlay.
Let me think on that. I think Herbert's gonna end with 16, 17 points.
All right, let's go. AG's injury report. Go get him, AG. For the NFL.
All right. The reason why I said I don't like the 49ers wide receivers is because Brock Purdy is out with a shoulder injury. Brock Purdy is out. Tyjae Spears, running back from the Titans, the number 2, who gets a lot of handles, he's out. Jake Ferguson in Dallas, he's still out. Josh Reynolds for the Broncos.
He's in concussion protocol, right?
Yeah, he's in concussion protocol. Josh Reynolds for the Broncos, he's out. Which is why I said Cortland Sutton should have a big game. More targets. Malik Neighbors, he's questionable.
Why would you want to go out there and play? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't want to play. Yeah.
You know,
everyone thought Pacheco was making his return this week, but Andy Reid said Pacheco will not play this week. So
Okay.
Pacheco is still out. And it was just announced today that Devontae Smith is out for the Eagles.
I saw that hamstring. Hammy. You got to get the hammy back in shape. But that's AG's NFL injury report coming to you live from Who Knows Best. Listen, every Saturday, AG's going to give you up to date.
You know what I do have.
Let me give you a promo real quick. My bad. Damn, you fucking up the promo.
My bad. Hit the promo.
Now I'm gonna have to chop this shit up for you. Anyway, that was AG's injury report coming to you live from Who Knows Best, the pod. Live. Every Saturday, 3:30. We're gonna come at you with some NBA news and some NFL news, and AG will come at you live with his injury report. Now, AG, what the fuck are you trying to say to me?
You know what I do have $20 on? Me winning another week of NFL predictions.
Oh, we gonna do it! Hey, I want. What about Justin Herbert? I told you I'm gonna get 100 out of you.
I'm 4-0 right now. You believe in yourself?
Get 100.
You believe in yourself? You believe in yourself?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna play this time. Justin Herbert.
Oh, you're not gonna play this time.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna lock in.
Oh, you're gonna lock in.
Yeah.
Oh, you just say shit now.
Let me not do that. Nah, let me not do that. I'll be real with my shit. I just
been losing.
Yeah, yo, what about the Justin Herbert one?
I don't know. I'm still thinking. All
right, but we definitely on to this one right now, right? $20.
Yeah, about another prediction.
So I got you locked in for 80 versus Jokic, and I got you locked in.
20. I said 20 for Jokic. This nigga said 80. This nigga's fucking bugging.
I'm trying to get him.
20.
I'm trying to get him, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get him.
Look at him just dust some Mountain Dew, like skipping shitting.
Anyway, moving on. So we're gonna do what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Yo. Anyway, let's
you want some Red Bull?
Nah, I drink Monster, my nigga.
You want some Monster? You want to bet Monsters?
No, bro. We already got it. $20. Anyway, look. Here we go. Jumping right in. AG and GJ's Week 12 NFL predictions. Let's start it off with the first game of the week. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Buccaneers have Mike Evans back. Can they get out of the loss column facing the New York Giants? Over under 41.5. Who you got?
Got the Bucks. Got the Bucks, baby.
I got the Bucks. I'm right there with you. I'm not gonna lie. Just because we agree on this one doesn't mean we're gonna agree all the way down, buddy.
Okay. All right.
I got the Bucks. Hold on. Let me write this stuff down. This is money. This is money, guys. I pardon for my interruption, but here we go. Bucks. We both got the Bucks today. If you got money, put it on the Bucks. Here we go. Next game. Huge game for Kansas City. Sunday at 1 p.m. CBS. Kansas City at the Carolina Panthers. It has potential to get ugly out there. Kansas City is a lock.
Oh, I forgot to say Miles Sanders is out as well for Carolina.
Got it.
But I got Kansas City. I
was gonna say, let you pick the Panthers like a retard. Who you got here?
Can't say that.
Oh man. I said it in a different accent though. You think that matters? We're live on Facebook. Listen, we're only on Facebook. It was a different pronunciation.
I got the Commanders.
I got the Commanders as well. So far, we are both on the same page. I mean, those are locks though. If you could build a 3-leg parlay, build it right on that. CBS
once again have a good parlay.
CBS, once again, 1 p.m. New England at the Dolphins. Dolphins 7.5-point favorites, over under 46.5. Who you got, AG?
I've been saying who I got first the whole time. Who you got?
I got Miami. Who you got,
It's
AG?
$20. It's $20 on the line.
Yeah, I got Miami. The reason why I got Miami is because it's a divisional game. I feel like it's a must win. I feel like every game moving forward is a must win for Miami. I feel like they could come out there and smoke them. I feel like Jalen Waddle's finally going to bounce back, get out of his slump, and it's going to be a huge game for him. Miami comes out with the win against the Patriots at home. Who you got?
I really, if we didn't have $20 on it, I would have just played devil's advocate and took the Patriots.
No devil's advocate. Give your actual.
I honestly have the Dolphins winning this game.
Dolphins, yes, that's what I want. I always want your accurate prediction because we're talking to our fans. We want to make them money. Here we go. Tennessee at
Texans.
Houston. Texans by 8, over under 40.5. Who you got?
I got Texans.
I got the Texans as well. I say they go over the 48.5. Texans over. I'm going with that. So far, AG and I have the same ticket. I feel like it's going to change up in a few. Here we go. Who you got? Detroit at the Colts. Detroit at the Colts. Yeah, it's going to be easy. I feel like that one has potential to get ugly, but it also has potential to be a surprise to a lot of people. Here's an interesting one. Sunday at 1 p.m., Minnesota at the Chicago Bears. The Minnesota Vikings are 3.5-point favorites. Over under 39.5. First of all, let me make this clear. That game will go over. I got the Vikings. That's a lock for the over bet. If you're a betting man, that's a lock over. Who you got, AG?
I got the Vikings too.
Minnesota.
I don't like Caleb Williams.
I thought you were going to pick Chicago for sure. So far, it's not very interesting. AG and I both have the same predictions. Here we go. Denver, 6-point favorites against the Raiders.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of upsets this week because it's just too much. There's a lot of Vegas traps this week.
What's funny is I was looking, me being an avid gambler myself, I was looking ahead to the games, and I was like, yo, this is a lock week. This is a week of locks, but it also has potential to be, like you said, a Vegas bait week. Vegas steps into one of these games. Don't get me wrong, these last few games that we're about to go through have potential to be very interesting. But so far, at least
the Broncos.
At least in the afternoon games, it's the early afternoon games. It seems like a lock, but I got Denver as well. Not even going to think about it. San Francisco at the Packers. Now, the Packers are 5-point favorites. AG did mention in his injury report that Brock Purdy will not be playing. That's why he also says that that San Francisco is probably going to lose this game. Looking at the standings, we're just going to jump over real quick. I want to look at the NFC standings, and we got the 49ers are 5-5 along with everybody else in their league and in their division. And I feel like this week is a must-win game for the 49ers, regardless or not of whether Brock Purdy is playing. I'm going San Fran goes out there and beats the Packers. I told you it was going to get interesting down here.
Smell some money.
Here we go. Arizona at the Seahawks. Arizona being 1-point favorites. Over under 47.5. I'd say pick the under, ladies and gentlemen. 47.5. It will go under 48 points. Pick the under for this game. Pick the under. AG.
Who you got?
What? I went first last time.
No, you didn't. I literally said Packers.
All right, my bad. Once again, let's look at the standings. We have to look at the standings over there in the NFC. Seattle.
I just want you to realize how much time you take to pick when you go first versus how much time I take to pick. It's called foreshadowing. That's number one. Number two, I want to give the audience information. But moving forward, like I said, Arizona on top of the division. This is a divisional game right here. I don't think that it's gonna be very interesting. I think Arizona wins by a bunch. I got Seattle winning this.
Ooh.
They show some fight. They show some fight. I still think they got some fight left. I got Seattle winning this game, baby.
Okay. I like that. I got the Rams. No, I'm just fucking.
Take them. Take them, please. Take them, please. No, Smitty's out. Smitty's out.
Man, I got
Smitty's
the
out.
Eagles by 1 million, bro. It's not even going to be close. It might get ugly in LA, and then they're going to go party in the LA streets.
Yeah, I got Philly.
Yeah, I got Philly as well. But this is the one that this is the one that I say
go pick your boy. Go pick your boy.
Potential to be interesting now.
Go pick your boy. Go pick your boy.
Again, I told you before this segment, and AG is too scared to bet with me on whether Justin Herbert will have over 14 points in fantasy in our league with our rules. He is yet to agree for that. Even if it's 13-9-9, that would be a wonderful win for me. But I have to say is I got the Ravens in this game. The Ravens, I feel like the Ravens want it more. They need it more. The Chargers are always so sketchy. The game will go under 51 points because the Chargers defense is for real. But I think the Ravens come out with the win. What you got?
You're such a fake fan. Should I do it to you again this week? Because I took your boy last week, and it came to bite you in the ass. I noticed you didn't start the NFL week with saying that I won in the predictions last week. But
last week, guys.
What is that?
He won last week, guys.
Mar Harden or Justin Berger. Shit. I gotta go Ravens too, though. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta go Ravens.
How could you go against the Ravens, dude? Like, are you kidding me? Come on, tighten up. They got him this week. That's just being real. They got him.
Wait, do we only have one game where we bet differently?
No, we had 2 games actually, and it's switched. It's swappy. So one of us is definitely going to win, and it all depends on whether. Well, it might be tied. It might be tied because we both picked 2 different teams on 2. You picked Seattle, I picked Arizona. You picked Green Bay, I picked San Fran. Everything else is the same. That's for the 20 bucks.
It could end up tied. It could end up tied.
20 points.
If not, I will win again.
Okay. So $40. Awesome.
I'm predicting I go undefeated throughout the season when it comes to NFL predictions. That's what I'm predicting.
You're an asshole.
So hey, it is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
Let's go ahead and look forward onto what we're gonna. Let's look forward on the NBA Eastern Conference standings as of right now. We got Cleveland on top of the division, Boston in second, New York fourth, Orlando fifth, New York third, Orlando fourth, Miami fifth, Milwaukee sixth, and then we got the rest of the East as you can see on the screen, 7 through 10, and the rest of the division. That's what we look at in the East. Out there in the Western Conference, Golden State and OKC atop the division. We got Houston in third. We got the Lakers at fourth. The Clippers are in fifth. It's not going to stay like that. Big game against Denver tonight. Denver sitting in sixth place. We had the Phoenix Suns, Dallas, and Memphis with Minnesota closing out the top 10. San Antonio, Sacramento down there. I don't think Sacramento's going to stay down there. I think they're going to make a push later on in the season. Up to date MVP, race to the MVP. We got AD moving up a couple spots. We got Nikola Jokic still sitting up top. And we got Jason Tatum in second place for the MVP this year in the NBA. Just like I alluded to earlier when we were looking at the predictions for the NFL, this is the NFC division standings. We got Philly atop the NFC East. We got Washington sitting in second place, 7-4. Dallas and the Giants are going to chill out in the cellar. We had Atlanta Falcons, NFC South division leaders. I don't see that continuing to be the same. I think it's going to be a fight for those 3 teams atop them. Tampa Bay, New Orleans are both going to make a fight for that spot up top the NFC South because we already know by looking at the NFC North that Detroit, Minnesota, and Green Bay are probably all going to make the playoffs, depending on how Green Bay finishes the season. So 2 to 3 teams are definitely coming out of the NFC North. NFC West, the weakest division in the NFL, besides probably the AFC East.
I got Philly taking that number 1 spot because I know Detroit has to play their divisional rivals at least one more time. There's no way they sweep their divisional rivals. So I got Philly coming out number 1 and having home field advantage for the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I agree with you, though. I do agree with you, but we'll see. Here we go. AFC divisional standings. We do have Buffalo atop the AFC East. Like I said, the AFC East is probably the second, or I mean, between that and the NFC West, and the South looks kind of bad now that I'm looking at it. Those are the 3 worst divisions in the league. Buffalo, Miami to the top of the AFC East. Miami, like I said, in must-win territory, 4-6 in second place at the AFC East. There will be no second team coming out of that East. Looking at the AFC North, Pittsburgh sitting atop, 8-2 after Week 11, after taking that, actually 8-3 coming off that tough loss against the Browns. So that changes things up over there.
I mean, the Chargers. So technically, Baltimore probably would get a spot. But if you look at it, Miami's not out of it completely. If they could win out, the Chargers have some tough games. The Chargers have some tough games. Because as of right now, it's looking like the Chargers will get the wild card spot, the second wild card spot after Baltimore. But Miami can catch that. Miami can catch that.
We'll see. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They have to win out. We'll see. Like I said, every game is must-win territory for Miami Dolphins this year right now. Houston sitting atop the South. They don't look as good as we thought they were going to look heading into the season, but they still sit atop the South because the South is such a terrible division. So that's the AFC standings, what we got for y'all. And that's that. Right now, I'm going to play something because I posted this on our socials the other day, but I want
over the glass, Kobe! Give me a break! Welcome to the circus. Another wild one by Kobe.
You can't even put a mark on this degree of difficulty. That is unbelievable.
The reason I put that is because our Instagram reached 224 followers last night, and all I thought was of Gigi and Kobe. So I posted this on our Instagram yesterday. We have 224. It's more than that now, but we had 224 followers last night. So I was thinking about Kobe. I ended up posting some Kobe stuff at the end of my night last night. But now, you got any closing remarks for the show?
Mamba. Y'all already know I'm a big Kobe fan. Big Kobe fan. It's not a bigger Kobe fan than me. Fuckers y'all talking about. But yeah, once again, like I said, we thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, share, follow, Facebook,
Please.
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything. We're doing episodes two times a week. We might do 3 times a week. We're gonna be doing different things throughout different episodes. We're gonna have different segments coming in soon. We're gonna have different guests coming in soon. We're gonna try to give y'all different content every week. And we just appreciate y'all for watching, tuning in. But when we look at the numbers, especially on Instagram, a lot of our reviews are from non-subscribers, people that aren't following us. So and we've had over 100K views. But we would
had
like
110,000 views in the last, I would say, 10 days.
So
in the last 10 days.
But we would like for some of those numbers to be from people that actually watch us every week.
Yeah, I mean, you're watching us. You're clearly viewing our page. Please follow, like, subscribe, follow.
Yeah,
all the good stuff.
like, subscribe, follow. And yeah, if y'all got any bets on who's winning these predictions this week between me and GJ, let us know because y'all should have Y'all should have y'all
I already
money
got
on
$40
me.
out of you, big dog.
Yeah,
I got
y'all should
80.
have y'all should have y'all money on me because I have not lost this year yet when it comes to NFL
I
predictions.
put my money where my mouth there, homeboy. Anyway, yeah, but look, check us out. Like AG said, love you guys. Appreciate the people that come and check in to watch us go live. It's all love from our side.
Oh, hold on. I got one more thing. My bad. Hold on. We will be having a special episode in December.
We did not have to drop that right now. Yes, tell him.
We will be having a special episode in December where your boys will be together.
Yes,
live.
Sir.
Not a split screen, but a shared screen. And
together. We're gonna be in person live for the first time on Who Knows Best.
That's gonna be a special episode. It's gonna be a special episode.
Just dropped a bomb on y'all.
It's gonna be a special episode. Yeah.
So AG dropped that bomb. Yo, yes.
Jeff say something crazy. I might slap his hat off his head. Like you never know. It's gonna be a live episode. It's gonna be a live episode.
Keep that same energy when you see me.
It's gonna be a live episode. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. And we definitely gonna make that episode a special episode, and there's gonna be a lot of action that week because it's gonna be Christmas week.
Alligator boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a Christmas week, and you know what?
Florida, where island.
You know what? I'm gonna be in a given mood. We might have a Who Knows Best. We're gonna have a raffle out for that episode as well. We're gonna have some special stuff for that episode. So tune in. We're gonna have giveaways for that episode. We're gonna have Q&As for that episode. We're gonna do something special. It's gonna be really we just talking to y'all live, and it's gonna be a special episode. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
Once AG and I handle the logistics, the date, we will drop the date on our page as well as let you know on one of our episodes moving forward. I'm gonna end this episode just like I ended every single episode. Join the chat and said, "What's up, Toya, Luna?" You already know what time it is. You got Vic in the chat. Appreciate you, boy.
I can never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for now. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker, got a pan on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you be stepping when it's size 7 man zone? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. Cause top told you drop it, give me 50 likes of push-ups. Cool, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big three. Scissor got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in the scope right now. And you gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga? What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. Get more love in the city that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.